here in front of the Saskatoon Open Door Society, and there's a sweat lodge today on Saturday in coordination with the Whitecap Dakota First Nations, and I believe it's Linklater at the Linklater Lodge, Sweat Lodge. So I'm going to do a sweat lodge today. I was told not to bring anything metal. Don't wear anything metal, so it'll get hot. And from the Open Door Society downtown, which is usually all about welcoming new people to Canada, there is a bus behind me. There we go. A bus that's going to take everybody over to Whitecap First Nation. And I was able to sign up. They just put the offer out to anybody, so it doesn't matter if I'm Canadian or new to Canada, still get to go.
A sweat is like a dark sauna, not a place for a camera, so I'll describe the experience. Dress code is a long skirt or shorts and a t-shirt. One by one, each person crawled through the doorway into the lodge. Men sat on one side, women on the opposite side. Cloths of 4 different colors, like a medicine wheel, hung from the ceiling and represented different cardinal directions and weather and animals. I'm grateful to the people who made this experience possible. Billy hauled rocks from the fire outside and water, and these were used to make steam. Chris played the drums and was always checking to make sure everyone was comfortable and doing all right. Very accommodating. Lyndon led the sweat. He said it was a learning sweat, so it wasn't as hot as a normal sweat, and he took the time to explain things and answer people's questions. There are different protocols for different activities and with different Indigenous nations, so it's important to ask about protocols beforehand, and if not, I was told just showing up to sweats a few times, I'll get an idea for what different people bring, what they present as gifts. So same thing, just check it out, see what other people are doing and follow suit. The Open Door Society handled protocol for us this time. They brought a cart of food and water to share and tobacco as a gift that they presented to Lyndon. Tobacco is really common. Once everyone was inside and Billy had unloaded the hot rocks into a fire pit in the center, the flap was closed and we were in darkness, except for a few embers of those hot rocks and some wood in the pit. There were 4 rounds. Beginning, then a men's round for prayer, a women's round for prayer, and the ending. Tobacco, sage, and sweetgrass were burned. Lyndon used a tree branch to splash water from the bucket onto the hot rocks, and steam washed over our faces and then our bodies. Chris beat a drum as Lyndon chanted and prayed. Each round was progressively hotter, causing a couple people to leave after the first round and one guy after the second round. But everyone else stayed. In fact, a couple people expressed their determination at that point to stay throughout the whole event. The heat can be a little intense, but it's a fragrant steam. It's nice. It's really pleasant. During the prayer rounds, Lyndon spoke words of encouragement after each person introduced themselves and said their prayer. The sweat took a few hours, but as we were told, it's best not to look at clocks, not to check watches. It's just going to happen. Book the time. You're taking the whole afternoon. Just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. Let the spirit take you, is what we were told. And after the sweat ended, everyone crawled out one by one, toweled off, and shook hands, expressed gratitude to Lyndon, Billy, Chris. It was fantastic they were able to do this for us. If this is an experience you would like, check out the Linklater Lodge Facebook page. Link is in the description below. Everyone is welcome. And thank you very, very much to the Saskatoon Open Door Society for arranging this, and to Linklater Lodge for having this, for having all of us there. Thank you.